Thanks very much, Mark. Humid evening in Nizhny Novgorod. Beautiful sunny hot day in the old city of secrets. 4 hours train journey east from Moscow. The city closed to foreigners completely during the Soviet days. Used to make munitions here, but no keeping quiet from Croatia tonight if they win this, because it'll mean they're through to the knockout stages for the first time since they finished third in France 1998. That great side they had there. They think this is their best side they've had since France 98. They'll need to create more than they did against Nigeria there to beat Argentina, who missed too many chances and conceded that sloppy goal against Iceland, in keeping with their patchy qualification form that we've been hearing about from the boys in the Red Square studio. The two teams are lined up for the anthems. Luka Modric, the captain of Croatia, looks very relaxed. They come into this, as Mark was saying, in splendid mood. And their coach says he has infinite and endless belief in the capabilities of this side. Argentina have only failed to make it out of the group once in their last 12 World Cups. They have to win this, though, to keep qualification in their own hands. The players are crossing each other down there and shaking hands. Well, Argentina promised to make changes, and George Sampaoli makes 3 and alters the formation. Gabriel Mercado starts for the first time since October's clincher against Ecuador. Rojo is dropped. They go to a back 3. Marcos Acuna comes in at left wing back. He was surprisingly left out of the first game. He's the manager's favourite. Di Maria drops out to the bench, and Enzo Perez in the squad because of the late injury to Manuel Lanzini of West Ham. He's preferred to Biglia at the heart of midfield. Biglia not really fit. Chris Mascherano, is he fit enough? Is he young enough still to be playing a major role?
Well, he's going to have to do a very responsible job. I don't think he'll be far away from Otamendi trying to protect this back 3, who are very, very vulnerable. Don't fancy him at all defensively, and the strength Argentina's going forward. So, but for Mascherano, he could just sit in that centre circle, but he's playing against probably in the tournament, one of the strongest 3 midfield teams in this tournament.
Referee is Ravshan Ermatov of Uzbekistan. He became the first referee to take 9 World Cup games 4 years ago, and he took Croatia against Mexico when Croatia had Rebic sent off. Felix Vaya is the VAR, by the way, back in Moscow. Croatia one change from their comfortable victory over Nigeria. I didn't think they got out of third gear. Brozovic of Inter Milan, he scored 2 absolute crackers against Iceland in qualification. He came on for the last half hour of that opening game. He's preferred to Kramaric. They've never lost a second game in World Cup opening groups, but going back over history, they've never beaten South Americans.
No, they never. They always seem to struggle against them, which is surprising. But I've got to say, probably a lot of the South American teams have played have been a lot stronger than this Argentinian team. You know, come at this tournament, Argentina, with everybody talking about them reaching the final and the semis, and I think they're a long way off that at the minute.
There are only 22 men in the squad. The manager sent Nikola Kalinic of Milan home when he refused to come off the bench in the last game, citing a back injury. It happened before, so he was sent packing by the youthful manager, who's very inexperienced really at this level. He's only, I think, in his 9th game in charge, the former under-21 assistant coach. Compare his experience with the experience Argentina have on the field at play. 211 caps between Messi and Aguero alone, and 102 international goals. We're almost off and running. And here we go then, with Croatia in their dark strip black with the red numbering, and in this first half they are kicking from right to left in front of us. And the ball pushed on and up towards big Mario Mandzukic, who plays his football for his country in the more central role. He plays on the left-hand side normally for Juventus. Messi, way wide towards that left-hand side. It's Emiliano Mesa. No one in the box because Sergio Aguero has dropped a little bit deep. Here is Mascherano. No one has played more World Cup finals games at these finals than him. He's in his 4th World Cup.
You can see already, Jonathan, that Croatia are going to try and slow the game and play on the counter-attack. They're not coming over the halfway lane. They've got everybody in their own half, and they're saying to Argentina, we've got 3 points, you've got 1, come and beat it.
The onus is on Argentina, who play long to the right-hand side of the penalty. Eduardo Salvio, Benfica player, Toto they call him, of course, gets up in there in support. He had a long period out of the club side this season with knee surgery. They have one or two fitness concerns about one or two players. Gabriel Mercado, the right side centre-back of the three. He picked up a muscle strain late on this season as well. He's a Sevilla-based player. Given away by Croatia. Argentina have it 10 yards inside the Croatian half, but it's won back again by a splendid player in Ivan Rakitic. Such a good player at the heart of the Croatian midfield. And another great season with Barcelona. But a lot of these players in the Croatia side, half a dozen of them won major cup competitions in Europe this season. Reached out then to Brozovic, bearded midfielder from Inter, after the Champions League playoffs with them after a very good season. He's third at the club. Croatia taking their time in possession. Is Strinic heading off to Milan from Sampdoria after this. And back it goes to Daniel Subasic, the Monaco goalkeeper. Salico, and what's the referee given here?
Well, Argentina looked very edgy and they're sort of on the front foot, sort of. Not really committing, chasing the ball. Croatia are quite happy at this minute in time to keep the game slow and just play possession, play the clock.
We were talking beforehand about the importance of Messi. They won just one game in 8 when he was out of the side in qualifying. They had the lowest goal tally since the current format was introduced in '98. The worst shot conversion in South American qualifying. They only put in 8% of their shots. That's why Messi is so crucial. Would you have even been bolder with their selections? Yeah, I know you've got Messi, I know you've got Aguero, but would you have had a Dybala in there? Would you have had a Higuain in there?
Yep. Yes, I think their strength is attack. And when you just name them players there, Jonathan, you can imagine what the opposition must think as well. So I'm surprised he's not being a bit more adventurous with his team.
I think he's played into Croatian hands here.
I think he did in the last game as well.
Strinic with the throw. Back it comes then to Domagoj Vida inside his own half. Big blonde-haired defender, the long ponytail, 6 foot, based in Galatasaray, though he was in Kiev's side for quite a while. And up comes Subasic to boom the ball clear into the Argentine half, and they've got a man in here now. Croatia, it's Perisic into the box, and he flashes the cross shot just wide of Willy Caballero's fingers, but all of a sudden Argentina were found wanting, and to be honest, went AWOL at the back. Caballero just flicked the fingers and got the touch, and away for a corner it goes.
It was a good save, wasn't it? But where you've got Salvio playing as a right wing back, who's really a right winger, he doesn't really want to come back on top of Mercado, and in the gap there, Perisic just took off. We know he's quick. Good save by Caballero.
Corner kick to Croatia on their right-hand side. Modric is across to take it. And the referee saying no more bumping and barging inside that penalty area. Meza given the job, surely not, of watching Mandzukic in there. Well, that's not going to work, I wouldn't think. Marcos Acuna, the left wing back in there as well. The referee is really stamping down as he doesn't want any. He's having to go at Aguero in there.
But you're not giving if he holds him. That's what annoys you about the competition. Look.
Lots of holding going on in there. Corner floated in towards the far stick. Perisic was in there again, comes out to Rakitic on the edge of the penalty area, blonde head, yellow boots.
It has been a bit farcical, I've got to say, the games we've covered and the games I've watched. They did this 2-hour meeting before the competition saying that we're not standing for diving and we're not standing, they're in again, look.
Well, Croatia realised Argentina centre-back trio with a wing-back who doesn't really want to defend in Toto Salvi. They're coming down this left-hand side and causing all sorts of problems.
Yeah, well, Perisic just takes off. Mercado's really narrow, playing alongside Otamendi as a 3, and but Salvio is playing as a winger. He's not coming back at all.
Mercado, I don't think, looks fully fit and sharp. October was his last start, as I was saying earlier. They call him the Orca. of the Argentine side. Under 20 World Cup winner in 2007. There's a bumping foul by Mandzukic on Otamendi that's left the Manchester City player writhing around on the deck. Spectacularly and dramatically. I don't think it was that much at all.
We're going to get the benefit now, and he stood on his toe. Big hard centre half. Wow. Hey, players.
He's gone down, he's still down. Manchester City's title winner. What a good season he had. Probably the best number of passes out from the back, 2,825. That's because many of them are very short passes.
No, look, he's running now. He's got the ball.
And he's in no trouble or pain whatsoever. He floats the ball down the right-hand side, attacking the Croatian penalty area. And they've got a throw here, Argentina. It'll be taken by Toto Salvio, playing very, very high. Tim Vickery was saying before the game that this is the way that the coach does like to have his sides set out. Shapaoli, and that's a quick, short passing, high-pressing football style, lots of frenetic attacking, but he might change the formation. Yeah, he has done during a game before. Argentina look uncomfortable, they look ill at ease. We've been playing some 7 minutes, it's goalless in Nizhny Novgorod. Argentina have possession on the far side from us, 2 yards in from that far side, a couple of yards inside their own half. Nicolas Tagliafico, one for the future. Ajax now, only his second competitive international. Rolls it forward then. And Max Meza comes back to the halfway line. Mascherano, 5 games in World Cup 2006, 4 and 10, and 7 last time around when they were the beaten finalists. Tagliafico came forward, had a good headed effort in that opening game. Out in the field, Enzo Perez. It's a good ball away towards Toto Salvio. His orange boots, checks back, tries to find Messi. Messi smothered, not in the same way he was in their opening game when he often found 5 opponents around him, and Croatia can break very quickly. They haven't used it intelligently to the left, they go right-hand side, and Argentina got cover back there. Mandzukic has stayed down this time.
Well, there's another one still on his toe. Well,
it's Tagliafico, I think, Chris.
It again. Yeah, he's trod on his toes as well. It's 1 each now. Yeah. These boots must be so soft. I used to get the toe stood on. They never go down like that, do you?
Hobbles away Mandzukic. I think very highly of Tagliafico. Didn't play in qualifying. And he started 5 in a row now for Argentina. 0-0. Argentina against Croatia on 5 Live. 3 commentaries tomorrow for you, starting with Brazil, Costa Rica at 1 o'clock. You can download the 5 Live World Cup daily each day from your usual podcast provider. Don't forget Robbie Savage is back tomorrow at 8:30 for you. And back come Croatia down their left-hand side. Perisic gets the cross in, it's deflected away to Modric. He's Rakitic, a lovely ball. They're in here, Croatia. It very nearly came to Rebic, and Argentina scraped it away with Tagliafico. They look really unbalanced. And Croatia, this could be a wonderful night for them. It's 0-0 at the moment, but Argentina are rocking.
All they've got to do is get decent possession in midfield, get the 2 full-backs. Well, in that case it was a full-back, but get your 2 wide men just to make runs forward. The wing-backs for Argentina do not want to track. The back 3's holding hands, they're too narrow, they don't spot danger, they don't spot runners, and that was a wasted opportunity for Croatia. A simple save football across the 6-yard line, that's 1-0.
Wasn't a good ball, back across by Vesalico, the Atletico Madrid Europa League winner. You remember he's the player who was sent off at Arsenal for 2 reds inside the first 10 minutes. It's Domagoj Vida, big balloon ball through the middle for Mandzukic to chase, and it's headed back by Mercado to his goalkeeper, Caballero of Chelsea. 10 minutes gone, 0-0. Don't forget Croatia in the driving seat after their first victory over Nigeria. They have 3 points, Argentina and Iceland 1, and Nigeria without a point. Iceland-Nigeria match is tomorrow in Volgograd. Was at the feet of Caballero in his orange goalkeeping garb. And now Otamendi has it. Really praised so richly by Guardiola this season. Here's Javier Mascherano. He'll be known so well by Guardiola as well. Barcelona connections. And Argentina come down the left-hand side, deep inside Croatian territory. Acuna rolls it back, Stout into the box, looking for Messi with a little flick. He got away inside the 6-yard area. It dropped over his shoulder. He couldn't get any real connection. It's in the hands of Subasic.
Oh, it's the first we saw of Argentina putting a few passes together. Lionel Messi just runs in behind, and the ball watching Croatia, Lovren, the lane's all over the place. Vida's 5 yards behind him. Messi just needs a toe on it, and that's 1-0. Just misses it.
He looked at Sergio Aguero. Aguero looked back and held his hand to his face. They know that was a big chance for Lionel Messi. 19 shots in World Cup finals football now in a row without a goal, and he knows of course that Ronaldo's already got 4 here, and Costa 3, and Harry Kane 2, and Lukaku 2. Otamendi, diagonal ball away towards the right hand side. Argentina better from them now, and comes across to the edge of the penalty area, and it's deflected up over the shot. It was lovely work by Argentina down the right hand side. In came the ball, but Mesa was arriving from a deep position. It's deflected over for a corner.
Good attack with it. Messi drifted wide, nobody goes with him, can't give him that much time, spots the pass, it's on target, but it's great defending, goes over the bar. But it's Argentina look the more threatening.
Corner kick for Argentina. Otamendi's forward, round about the penalty spot, so too Mercado. Croatia aren't defending as tightly from corners as Argentina. Argentina really was hands-on. Fade out wide to Messi on that left-hand side between the far touchline and the penalty box. 0-0 with 12 minutes gone. And they can't get it into the penalty area. All the way back it goes, Argentina. Some 40-50 yards to Caballero. And out to Javier Mascherano. He plays his football in China with the Hebei Huabai club. Got a foul here, I think, Argentina. Strinic left the foot in a little bit too late on Toto Salvio. To call him a right wing back, Chris, I think is taking liberty. He's a right winger.
He's a right winger playing today. He's got the job in the system as a wing back, but he's actually playing as a winger. But I'm just surprised how Croatia, I know they've got the 3 points on the board and they're playing a very much a counter-attacking side. I think they're playing too deep, and they're letting Barcelona, they're letting Argentina grow in confidence. The more they're passing the ball around, the more confident they get. This is a side with a lack of confidence. Get after them, take the ball off them.
Tagliafico is it back again. Mascherano away towards the left hand side with a driven ball. It gave Marcus Acuna, Sporting Lisbon, too much to do. It trickles out of play for a goal kick to Croatia. It's a dry night. Acuna though did something really neat and tidy, I thought, earlier this season on Sport. I don't know if you knew that. We're watching pictures of Argentine fans in bare chests here. There was a little lad, a mascot in a game, I think it was Europa game, and he was absolutely drenched from the rain, and Acuna took his tracksuit off and gave it to the little lad and protected him from the rain. That's a nice touch, isn't it? Would you have ever done that?
No, I never had a tracksuit top.
But when they fitted or what?
Probably.
That's me saying that. 0-0. Croatia have it. Moving away towards the far side, the right-hand side. Desalika. Not a good ball away. Rebic starting on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. He played a lot of football on the right in their first game. Ooh, Rakitic slithers in there. And is a free kick that goes his way. I think the reaction has maybe swayed the referee's mind. Was it Perez who went in late and caught him?
Perez. I mean, Rakitic, I've got to say, John, goes to ground very, very early, and it's just a clash of shins. It's no stud showing, there's no intent. Look, it's just a clash. Two knees, two shins. But Rakitic went to the ground very, very early.
I don't think how can you give a free kick? They both came in with identical challenges.
Yeah. I think it's a crowd reaction, the players' reaction, the referee blows the whistle.
It's a free kick against Argentina at 0-0 on 5 live. Modric has it, right hand side, darts the ball to the edge of the penalty. Ultimately, big left foot volley clearance into the Croatian half. It's slithering all the way back to the goalkeeper, Subasic. 22 clean sheets in his 39 games for his country. Some on the bench at Euro 12 and some on the bench, I should say, at World Cup 14. And Subasic.
Can't do that, Rebic.
And a foul, scrappy, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. He just can't get in the game. He's a talented player, isn't he, Rebic? He just can't get in the game, and he's given the ball away every time he's had it on that right-hand side.
There's Mascherano. 20 trophies at club level. First Argentine ever to win 2 Olympic gold medals, both of them, of course, for football. The highest.
What was the other one for? Diving.
He's their highest cap player. Is Otamendi, although towards the left. That's a terrible ball in behind Telepi. They're all over the place, Argentina. They're nervy, fragile, brittle.
You know what they look is if they're trying to play well, they want to play. Obviously, they've got that many talented players, but there's a fear factor there. They're really weary of what Croatia can do on the counter-attack. They've had one attempt, Croatia down, Perisic down that left-hand side, and then, whoa, nearly a goal.
And Argentina, as they nearly got through there, Aguero was chasing in on the goalkeeper. Now look to build again.
Oh, he played for it, don't give it.
He played for a free kick. Enzo Perez moving towards the edge of the D. It wasn't given. That's a foul now, though.
You should book him.
Argentina here complaining. They thought they should have had a free kick for Perez, and it's given the other way now for a challenge on Modric.
Referee was spot on. Excellent referee, and that he should have booked them actually. Another one was slight tug, Mascherano on Modric. Yes, the dive. No, that's shocking.
It's a clear dive.
That is shocking.
It was like he jackknifed his body and threw himself forward. Perez. In the side 4 years ago when they nearly went all the way. Croatia have the ball. And there's a fluid ease about them. There's Ivan Šunić crossing the halfway line now, side for the inside left position. In towards Mandzukic. Back to Modric. Grazed it outside of the right foot out to the right hand touch. And just beaten the run though. And the Salakirt's a throw in.
It's not a lot to talk about, Jonathan, to be honest. I think 2 nervy teams. Croatia are playing really safe because they've got 3 points on the board, where Argentina are lacking confidence and frightened to come out, really go for it, because they know Croatia's a dangerous side, can pick them off.
Well, Caballero's just taken a dreadful chance. And the referee's blown here for a free kick when Argentina got themselves in a terrible, terrible tiz. Caballero trying to play football inside his own penalty area with a tap pass out to Tagliafico, who was caught by Mandzukic, and the referee gives a free kick against the Juventus player.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mandzukic didn't really try to foul him, he just couldn't get out of the way of him. Look, they've got it again.
Trying to play again out from the back, very, very deep. It's launched forward left-footed by Mercado now.
Oh, Otamendi. That was 3 off the tee, that.
Given their pedigree, Argentina, it's a long time since we've seen as shaky a performance from an Argentine side.
But Jonathan, to be honest, they haven't really got great players anymore. We're talking about 2, 3, maybe. That's it.
They were never settled in qualifying, never named an unchanged team. Modric plays it back, the shot is deflected as it comes through into the penalty area, and the deflection from Tagliafico just took the sting out of the shot by Brozovic. And nothing came of it. Argentina will clear away then. Aguero, left-hand side, far side from us, plays it back. Rolled out by Mesa to the left back arriving. Acuna with the flash cross. Woos from the crowd because it looked as if it was close from Marcos Acuna. too sure it was, Chris.
Yeah, he defends a little bit more. He's a winger as well, converted to a wing-back, full-back. It's come off the top of the crossbar.
It
was a cross, though. He's not meant that. If he meant that, he should have Lionel Messi's shirt on. But we talk about Argentina being a great side. When you actually analyse their team, they've got two or three. Well, they've got one outstanding. Aguero's a great player as well in my eyes, but there's not many more.
Seeing glum Argentinian supporters in the crowd. Here's Mandzukic, bumped off it by Otamendi, who's screaming that Mandzukic should get up. That's a genuine foul. Right on the touchline, didn't need to make the tackle. Mandzukic is holding his side, could have been a dead leg. Quite cynical.
I've got to say, this is Otamendi of the season before, last, diving in all the time. I think under Guardiola, he's been more disciplined, doesn't sell himself. That is just diving in, and it's a clean foul. That could easily have been a yellow card.
He was good enough this season with Manchester City to get into the Premier League 11 GFA Awards. He's learnt English, for example. He passed an English exam this year. I think that's helped, but he's really back to the poor old days here. That hurt Mandzukic. According to the FIFA stats, it's only the third foul committed by Argentina in the game. Croatia looked for Modric, who's taken up a good position on the left-hand side. And he rolled it up in the air. Messi was with him. Last touch came off Leo Messi, and it's a throw to Croatia. 0-0 on 5-line midway through the first half. Don't forget, we'll be keeping up to date with the one-day international. So on 5-line extra. England with the run chase. Australia 310 for 8. England doing well last we heard it was 102 without loss. And Messi, Luka Modric for Croatia, wins a throw deep inside his own half, right side. Eduardo Toto Salvio will take the throw. 3 bad knee injuries in his career. The last one was earlier this year. He needed surgery. Otamendi, no culture about the clearance. He's hoofed it into the Croatian half, and it's brought down by a Croatian player, not surprisingly. So Brozovic is holding deep with Rakitic, although Rakitic had more licence to move, and they got good movement towards the edge of the Argentine penalty area again. It was Lasalico galloping up from the left wing back position, and again it's hacked clear by a very nervy looking Nicolas Otamendi.
I just think at the minute Argentina, no belief, can't get the ball down, can't pass it, and it annoys you when you've got people like Dybala on the bench, Lo Celso on the bench, all technically very good. Di Maria, technically good, and he's gone with his team today, and I've got to say Croatia are growing in confidence every minute.
0-0. We haven't had a 0-0 draw so far here, the longest wait for one since World Cup 1954. Crossing from Strinic on a diagonal to the edge of the Argentine penalty area, looking for Mandzukic. It's headed away. England, by the way, in the one-day international, 3-0 up against Australia, 156 without loss in the 22nd over, and always such a shame to see Australia given a hammering. It's a little bit of a misshapen first half here.
Yeah, offside there, Messi down the left-hand side, but I mean, Messi can't get in the game because nobody can give him the ball.
Free kick to Croatia. 5 yards in, a couple of yards in, I should say, from the far touchline. 15 yards inside their own half. Lifted them from that right-hand side away towards the left, looking for Ivan Perisic of Inter Milan. Dispossessed. Argentina won it back initially through Salvio to Otamendi, across the line of his 3 defenders to Nicolas Tagliafico. He's composed, he's got good stamina, they think very highly of him. The Musanetti, they call him. Got somewhere to go, I'd say, before you can compare him to Zanetti. In Argentina, this is a better attack, this is more composed. This is Sergio Aguero running at the Croatian penalty area. He's there with him, took an extra touch, goes wide, gets a little chip ball in, and it's headed away by Ivan Strinic. The first time we've seen Argentina composed, they're going to
corner. Good football, Aguero. You know, when he goes on this run and he gets one-on-one with Vida and he goes on the outside of him, if he crosses it there where we're getting the replay, if he crosses it there's a great chance Argentina go 1-0 up. He delays the cross, and they all get back Croatia, and they clear it for the corner.
Spun high off the defender. Corner kick for Argentina. Tagliafico is in there and can be dangerous at set pieces. And again, there's a little bit of bumping and barging. Otamendi and Lovren. They're tight in on the goalkeeper. Subasic is trying to get across Otamendi. Otamendi points his fingers at his eyes, says to the referee, have a look, have a look. In comes the corner kick, low and flat and whipped, and it's hit the side netting. And in the World Cup finals, that isn't acceptable from Maximiliano Messi, I'm afraid. Terrible corner.
Wasted, absolutely wasted. I mean, the coach is... he's doing doggies on the touchline. I think he's got his little thing on his wrist. He's probably done about 12,000 steps already. So
there's a little pit bull of a man over there is Jorge Sampaoli. A very promising career cut short very early. 19 he was when he had a double leg break. He was at the Newell's old boys side. And he worked as a bank cashier to earn money to coach. He coached at minor level. He was so passionate even then. He was once banned, you know, and he was banned from the ground, and he was spotted still coaching from up in a tree. Got there somehow. But his team needs to do a lot more tonight if they're to get through to the knockout stages. Messi's picked it up. It's a poor clearance by Strinic. Left foot poked ball into the penalty area over Aguero. It's never going to reach Messi. Messi coming in from the far side. And the weight of the world is on the shoulders of Lionel Messi.
The problem he's got, Jonathan, he's got nobody to play with. I know Aguero's a talented player, don't get this wrong. You know, great player, Aguero. Oh, look, that's a foul. It's got to be. No!
Rebic smiles ironically towards the referee. He thought that he'd been fouled on that left-hand side by Tagliafico.
Just going back, if nobody's on Messi's wavelength, and it's really frustrating for him.
Here, Argentina 0, Croatia 0 in the Nizhny Novgorod Stadium, a city that was absolutely pounded by the Luftwaffe in the Second World War between 1941 and 1943. 43 raids. 35,000 bombs dropped on the munition plants that were here that no one was supposed to know about. And at the moment, we're not seeing a good Argentine performance, but they thought they scored there, and it's a shot that ripples the side netting from Enzo Perez when Croatia suddenly got a bit dithery at the back, and Lovren turns to Subasic and says, where were you? And they should have scored there, Argentina, really, out of a Croatian pickle at the back.
Well, Vrsaljko and Lovren, two experienced players, getting each other's way. Lovren loses his legs, goes to the ground, goalkeeper's in no man's land, and that, I've got to say, is a glorious chance. It should be 1-0.
The cross came off Vida, dropped to Perez. He's 8 yards out, Chris, something like that, and he slotted it wide. One goal for Argentina thus far. Hasn't played for them since November. Are they undercooked? They played 2 warm-up games in 2018. Are they undercooked?
You know what it is? They haven't played games. They didn't want to play in home. They were getting a lot of stick off the fans. They couldn't really get the games probably they wanted. They ended up beating somebody, some Maya team, and 4-0 and Haiti, and they haven't had the right games. He's never settled on a system. So they've come into the tournament with what? Let's just see what happens when we get there, and you can't plan like that.
Croatia on the ball, 0-0, half an hour played. Croatia would be very much in the driving seat in the group. If it stays like this, they'd have 4 points, Argentina 2. Argentina's last game is against Nigeria. They always seem to meet in World Cup finals, those two. Remember the 2002 finals, commentating with one of the loveliest men in the industry, Ron Jones, away there on the coast in Japan it was. A picture of Ron outside the stadium, big statue there, all stood there. Big Terry Butcher was with us that day. One of my proudest possessions, that, Chris.
Yep.
He's over here, isn't he, Terry?
Yeah, he's around, definitely.
I'll hear him before I see him.
Yeah, well, you normally do.
Might meet in a bar somewhere. Been a regular occurrence. There's Vida, 0-0. And Croatia, nearly got caught out again. Vida's dwelt on it. Messi was on his shoulder. Messi nearly gobbled him up. Vida, sweat pouring off his fair features. Was nearly left red-faced there. Croatian. Diagonal ball into the Argentinian half. And Mandzukic sprays it away wide towards the right-hand side. Making progress here now, Vasalico checks to his left foot, in comes across, moving to the far post, that's a great chance.
It's got to be off.
Mandzukic arrived, dived into the header, it's gone wide, he's looking at the assistant referee now. What a chance that was.
If it's a chance and the flag hasn't gone up, I'm sorry, but Mandzukic, he's got a good goal scoring record, he's got to score that. He's not off. Oh, what a chance, what a chance. He's gone for the wrong post. He's coming into the far post, he's 6 yards out, on lane with the far post. Instead of hitting it back across the goal, Caballero scrambling across. Oh, he's missed the target.
That's a dreadful miss by Mario Mandzukic, a man who has 30 international goals in 84 appearances. It was his touch that went in off the Nigerian defender for the first of their goals in the opening game. The second was a penalty, you remember. Never lost a second group game at World Cup finals. 1-3, drawn 1. Conceded just the one. They should have scored there. They've scored in their last 5 World Cup games. That's their best ever run. And 1 will do to leave Argentina's fate out of their hands, actually. And here's a free kick to the South Americans. Mesa was caught by Vasalico, didn't need to make that challenge. He was only a couple of yards inside his own half, 3 or 4. Left of centre. Cunha rolls it back to Otamendi. It's pushed out by Perez to Tagliafico. Back to Enzo Perez. Doing well back in Argentina after 7 years at Benfica and Valencia. This is decent possession football by Argentina. Wide to Toto Salvi, who's nutmegged Ivan Strinic and was then fouled despite the protest of the Croatian defender. It's a free kick to Argentina.
Just like to see Messi come out this right hand side a little bit against Strinic. I think we get a lot of joy, but he keeps drifting inside and he's not getting the ball when he goes inside.
I think Messi one side, Aguero the other side, and Higuain through the middle would give them food for thought.
You can get Dybala in behind.
This is promising until the run to the edge of the penalty area was blocked. It was Mesa with the ran into a number of Croatian players. They've lifted away towards the far side. It's a throw to Argentina. It's pushed back now then towards Enzo Perez. Thought about a run between Modric and Mandzukic. Decided to play it back on the diagonal to the shaven-headed Mascherano. And out wide towards that left-hand side again. It was Tagliafico, the Ajax defender. They're supporting there from Enzo Perez. Messi comes, gets the ball, rolls it back to Perez. 0-0 towards the left-hand touchline. Acuna settles for the throw out there. El Huevo, they call him, the egg. That's his nickname. It was never present for Sampaoli until that opening game when he was left on the bench.
Well, it's 35 minutes gone, possibly Jonathan 1-1, I would say. Should be. Argentina, glorious chance, and definitely Croatia. What a chance that was.
Perez. Difficult ball to play under pressure to Mercado, who was always likely to get caught in possession, and the referee's given him a free kick. And Argentina got lucky. Very much on top England there. So he was invincible, like the character in that James Bond film. We're allowed to mention that in this country.
I don't know about that. Why don't you say it with love?
We travelled from St. Petersburg to Moscow by train, and there was a big fella. He never took it. He was looked official. He never took his eyes off us. You just wonder, don't you? You just wonder. I was going to ask him actually, Chris, and then he got up, and I saw the size of him. And I thought, no, I'll let it go. Talking of size, Diego Maradona's here. We've just seen a shot of him, and he's trying to urge more from his side. Inspirational World Cup winning captain, less so as coach of his side. I have to say, as we're watching this injury to Mercado again, he took a hefty blow.
It's Rebic goes in. Look, he's went for the ball. He's focused on the ball. It's a collision.
I have to say, it was a bad ball to him in the first.
Exactly, but he's focused on the ball. He didn't mean it.
And they qualified third. They didn't qualify well. Brazil and Uruguay were ahead of them. They only got through with that last gasp hat-trick by Leo Messi in their final game against Ecuador. They've only failed to reach the last 8 3 times in the last 11 World Cup finals. But we aren't seeing a very strong Argentina side here today, or at these finals, but they may find their way. One of the higher ranked nations have done in matches here. Cross from Acuna, straight down the throat of Daniel Subasic. And he made his tournament bow at Euro 16 after sitting on the bench 4 years earlier, as I was mentioning earlier, and in the World Cup finals. Argentina in possession. Poor ball down the right.
I think Croatia will be absolutely delighted. Croatia haven't played great. Not what they can play. They're doing a containing job. They're just sitting back. They're just trying to slow the game down, keep possession, run the clock down, and they're just looking and thinking, we've got 3 points. This will be 4.
Messo, who played that poor ball forward, had come across from the left-hand side, right across to the right with no rhyme or reason, gave the ball away. He's trotted back left. Here's Vida now. Ball rolled out to him from his goalkeeper. That long ponytail thrashing behind him as he sends it over the halfway line out towards Rebic, who's having a good World Cup. But he's made contact now with Toto Salvio, who's writhing on the deck, and the Argentine coach is calling for VAR, which he shouldn't do, and there's a yellow card here as well. Rebic goes stretching into the challenge, foot goes over the ball, it's a nasty one. He's caught Salvio. It is a poor challenge, this. Foot over the ball, catches Salvio on the left, high up on the left shin, right in front of the Argentine dugout.
It is a bad challenge, but he's been like that all game, Rebic. The last time it was accidental, I'm going to say that, but I've seen him 3 or 4 times just give silly free kicks away.
And Rebic is cautioned. That is totally wrong for the Argentine coach to call for VAR, and we were told when this was brought in, and for these finals, that would the mimicking, the miming of a TV screen would not be tolerated by coaches or players. We've seen it all the way through the tournament. Where I think VAR has worked, Chris.
Yeah, it's been alright, but it's been embarrassing how referees talking about no handling, no diving, and they're all at it, and they still don't do anything about it.
Acuna, watched by Modric, lobs across behind the goal. Down that left-hand side, he carried, but there was no great support. The Argentine support in here has been fantastic. The Croatian supporters, just seeing pictures of them in the crowd. They look reassured. And why not? 40 minutes gone. There's nothing Argentina have done in this half to suggest that they are back to anything like form. They have it in the heart of midfield. Enzo Perez nicks the pass out wide to Acuna, settles on it, sweeps his left foot on the ball, plays back to Tagliafico. Square is Nicolas Otamendi, comes over the halfway line now, thinks about it, checks and goes to his left-hand side, rolls a 10-yard ball then, 0-0 towards Enzo Perez, gets it back and into Meza. Tagliafico, and here's Mascherano. Argentina playing it back or square and going nowhere fast. Mascherano back for Tagliafico. Otamendi stabs it forward, and here's Enzo Perez. As he turns, Modric is on his shoulder. Modric doing a lot of work off the ball. Here's Nicolas Tagliafico. Can't make progress down the left. They look for Acuna. Acuna tries to slip a pass in towards Meza. Blocked by Rakitic. Loops it into the Argentinian half. And Mandzukic chase after it, and then looks back towards Rakitic with some disdain. It wasn't a good ball at Argentina.
Well, it's all Argentina possession-wise. You know, we're coming up now to 42 minutes, 41 and a half coming up, and they've had one good chance each, really, and Argentina more possession.
Messi, that's a quality ball, looking for Sergio Aguero between the two defenders. He squeezed him out, but it was a fine ball. It was a forward-looking ball. You haven't seen enough of them.
I think Argentina have been the most positive. I think Croatia have come here thinking we've got 3 points on the board. It draws a tremendous result for them, and that's what they're doing. They're playing counter-attacking football.
Disappointing game, though, at 0-0. Croatia have it on the left. That's a bending cross towards Rebic. Beyond the far stick, he tried to bring it down and play it back in, and The referee's given a free kick. The Rebic's foul on Mikhailo. There wasn't a great deal in that.
He's got to watch himself. Rebic, there's a foul there. He's on a yellow. He's got to watch himself.
Just a few stutters there in the England performance. But surely they're in the driving seat still. We'll go back to Jonathan Overend as soon as he gets news for us. This first half is petering out. 0-0. Been really poor. Argentina just beginning now to string some passes together. Tagliafico to Otamendi, Manchester City, so improved. Finds Messi's feet in the lime green boots, pokes it forward. Soon it should get it away. Plays dangerously in field to Vida, closed quickly by Leo Messi.
Free kick. Messi, I think, made a handballed it, did he?
Well, the assistant flagged very late. Croatia were appealing straight away for handball against Messi. I don't think it helps Sampaoli patrolling the touchline as he is. Looks sweaty, looks nervous.
He does look a coach under pressure, doesn't he?
He did so well when he was Chile manager. Won the Copa America in 2015. Negating Messi. Subduing Argentina. Of course, he's the Argentina manager, and the Salaco's on the deck.
Get up. Right, let's say we've got to replay another one. Stood on the foot.
Well, as the challenge comes in, Maximiliano Messi, his feet were off the ground. He's mistimed it, but the foul had been given, I think, for the as you said, Chris. He's
give it throw in.
No.
Yeah. Just give it throw in.
Well, he certainly caught him on the boot, didn't he?
Definitely.
Now we've got a VAR going on for a red card. Now, is this for Meza leaping into that challenge? I don't think we have a VAR going on because we've got a resumption. The only way we can go back now is if it's for serious foul play. Well, we had it signalled up here that there was a VAR underway. I don't think it was. I think that must be a mistake, Chris. Anyway, we've gone on now.
They'll probably just put it on there to show that they're working, they're not doing anything.
Well, there's enough of them there in that booth.
Yeah.
82 of them.
So as well, that was the last count. I think there's about 94 at the minute.
Well, there you are. All sponsored, they've got the kit. They look good, don't they? They look neat and tidy. Great. It's important for VARs to look important, I think. Very important people. They think they are. That's going to be a throw to Argentina.
Should change it to VIP, shouldn't it?
VIP VARs. It'll just go on and on, won't it?
Yeah.
Caballero sweeps it away, left-footed into the Croatian half. It's headed powerfully back. Lovren and the centre-back partner Vida have been playing with a cigar on in the first half. They really haven't had a great deal to do.
2 minutes of stoppage and one left.
It's Mascherano, brings it down, comfortable, cushioned chest trap, and an easy ball rolled away then to Marcos Acuna, left-hand side, out towards Maxi Meza. Meza to the wily old Mascherano. Good days at Liverpool, not such good days at West Ham. And Sukic is in a right full-back position for Croatia. He's brought it away from Acuna. What was he doing? Oh, that's a bad challenge. The referee's allowed play to go on.
Oh, what a ball.
This is a fantastic ball. Rebic is in here now. Oh, he stumbled. He's got possession back, but he swept a shot wide when he had a player available on the right-hand side. The manager goes off, slaps his palms in dismay. That should have been 1-0 Croatia.
What a ball. Was it Modric? Out on the right touchline, 10 yards in, halfway lane, bang on. What a ball. Bent round Otamendi. And it was just say, Rebic, he's got a player to his right. Oh, it's high and wide. What an opportunity that was.
He had a very good first game. He's had a poor game here. He's got himself cautioned and he's missed an opportunity there. Good use of the advantage by the referee because there was a nasty foul in the build-up to that. But the opportunity went missing and we haven't had many of them in the first half. 0-0, Chris.
No, two great chances, one for Argentina and one for Croatia. They've wasted opportunities, Croatia, in certain areas when they caught them on the break. It's a scrappy game. Argentina, Messi can't get in the game. There's nobody on his wavelength. And I would like to see him go wide. He's playing too narrow, and they know what they're doing, Croatia. They're blocking his laying the surface off. Can't get the ball to him because the players around him, unfortunately, are not his level.
Argentina need to win it, otherwise their fate won't be in their own hands. It's 0-0 at the break. Thanks very much, Mark. Very disappointing first half. We're seeing the Argentina players down there in the tunnel below us. Leo Messi now hasn't scored with 21 World Cup shots and 11 against Iceland without running the back of that. That's the most any World Cup players have without scoring since 1974. He's on the pitch for the second half. The manager, Jorge Sampaoli, is sitting down talking to one of his assistants down there, and he needs to calm down in the second half. Meanwhile, the Roger Federer lookalike, the Croatian coach Zlatko Dalic, who was a defensive midfielder in his day, looks very calm, very reassured. He had a long period away in the Middle East, spells in Saudi and the UAE at club level. Something of a surprise when he took over as the national coach back in October. He's got Croatia on the verge though of the knockout stages, and Leo Messi does look, as I said in the first half, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders.
I think you've just summed it up there, Jonathan, and I think realistically, I think he needs this tournament to end. I think he needs a breather. I think he needs to see somebody. He just looks as if there's so much pressure on him. I don't think he can handle it. It's just too much.
Argentina kick off the second half in the blue and white stripes, the white shorts, and they're kicking from right to left. There was a feature, I don't know if you got it back in England, it was on the TV here yesterday, of an artist, a couple of artists who are doing exhibitions alongside the World Cup, and this artist has done a thing of Messi, and I thought it was either tiny tiles or shells, but it was a fantastic picture. But he looked so similar to Vincent van Gogh in the A Tormented Soul. In that picture, I thought when she was held out, I thought it was Vincent van Gogh, and it was Leo Messi. I don't know if you can get that on YouTube or whatever you do back at home to see those things, but it was a fascinating thing to see, and he does look like a tormented soul out there, Lionel Messi. He's just in front now of a Croatian free kick, now closes in, but it's rolled away towards that left-hand side, and Ivan Strinic, they really haven't tried to expose Strinic, who could be one of the weak links in the Croatian side, as Chris was saying earlier. Domagoj Vida is another. Been below par, as they were in qualification. There's a Mandzukic is shielding the ball. He's shielding away from Otamendi. He's just bent his body backwards double. He looked like the bloke shot in Platoon, the film there.
Yeah, the game's gone, by the way.
Mandzukic was a centre forward protecting the ball, and Otamendi went back, claiming that his throat had been impaired.
What goes through the players' minds, right, to basically do things like that? And what does the manager say? And why don't they say, we don't want this, we want to play football, stop getting people in trouble, stop acting?
This has been the most cynical game in the World Cup finals of 2018 so far. Aguero tries to link on the far side from us. That's the Argentine right, with Eduardo Toto Salvio, the right wing back from Benfica. Couldn't find him to throw to Croatia, and we've taken at length. He looked for Rebic on the left hand side. He was guarded by Gabriel Mercado, and again, as Argentina looked for Aguero up front, he couldn't hold it up. It was too awkward for him, and he's had a look around, and he's shaking his head because the nearest Argentinian teammate of his was 35 yards away. Here's Vida given work to do, and Aguero was chasing off after him. Vida looks to his teammate with a glare in his eyes, then he applauds Brozovic, but it wasn't a good ball square across the Croatian back four. It's been a poor start. There's another pass given away. These are the World Cup finals,
and we're talking about two teams who would expect to get at least to the quarterfinals.
Argentina had 56% of first half possession. They're on the ball again on the left hand side. 5 Live from the BBC, and it's just rolled out of play by Acuna. He's too tight to the line to take on Basalico out there. Modric slips it into Rakitic, gobbled up by Mascherano. Here's Messi, bounced up, hit Modric. Free kick Argentina. The handball against Luka Modric, who was at point blank range, taken quickly by Messi. It's to his left-hand side. Acuna tries to just blast it. No finesse there at all. It's ricocheted away deep inside Argentine territory for a throw in their left full-back position. Here's Otamendi. They've looked brittle and nervy since they came out for the anthems, and the manager's activities down there on the bench haven't helped. We've been given a stat that Argentina's pass accuracy is 81%.
Yeah, but they don't go anywhere. All these stats, they've got the ball at the back four, which they've had it now for 2-3 minutes in the back. There's nobody pressure on them. They're just passing it back and forwards to each other.
You one stat I've always loved. Zinedine Zidane had you in his best ever
there you go.
11. You wouldn't say that, you wouldn't boast about that. I'd slip that in there for you.
Yes, that's great, though.
Give me that money later on.
Only paying drinks.
Well, there's been rich payment over the past, I can tell you. In comes across from Perisic into that penalty area and cleared away towards Mascherano. Perisic is a bit of an enigma, isn't he? Does good things, floats out of a game.
He's got so much going for him, pace, great movement, and he just seems to goes out the game very, very easy.
Don't forget, tomorrow, 3 commentaries for you on 5 Live, starting with Brazil against Costa Rica. That's at 1 o'clock. Brazil haven't really got going yet. A number of countries haven't. France through, but they haven't really got going yet. Belgium look good. Who looks the best for you so far as Argentina have destroyed deep inside Croatia?
Well, it depends on who you're playing, I've got to say. So, France have not looked good at all, but they've won 2 games. But Brazil looked good for 20 minutes and drew. Oh, brilliant.
Rebic over the halfway line. He's brought down by Mercado. Cynical challenge. Twisted turn, went one way, took on craggy old defender, brought him down, clear yellow card.
I'd probably say the best performance I've seen so far would probably be England.
Terrific opening half hour, wasn't it?
Yeah. First, get a better first half.
A lot of people talking about England over here, I can tell you. Mercado, so cynical, and he was a foot off the ground, Rebic, when Mercado cut him down. Came through that very good under-20 World Cup winning side of 2007. Aguero was the winning captain, scored 6 goals in those finals in 7 games. Vesalica tries to link up with Perisic, who started the second half on the right-hand side for Croatia. Started this game on the other side, but I think he looks more effective on the right. Than Higuain's going to come on for Argentina, and they've seen enough in the opening 10 minutes of the second half, 6 minutes of the second half, I should say, to suggest they need to change.
Mesa not really done anything in the game, has he? And put him up front with Aguero and Messi in the hole. It's the only thing they can do.
Here's Mascherano winning the ball, using it way towards the right-hand side. Eduardo Salvio trying to run Strinic between the penalty box and the far touchline, the Argentine right. Here's Messi, drops his shoulder, tries to take on clubmate Rakitic, switches again. Looking away to his left-hand side, brings in Nicolas Tagliafico into the box. Here's Aguero! Shot at the goalkeeper. At last they've had a shot on target, but it lacked any sort of power.
No, it was good play. Messi links, switches the play. It's a good ball into his feet. And we've seen Aguero how many times we've seen him over the years in the Premier League. Get it out of his feet, half a yard, shot, hits a target. Oh, no!
That's a dreadful error by Caballero, and it's 1-0 Croatia. Rebic with the score. What a dreadful error by Willy Caballero. He simply lifted a ball inside his penalty area, lobbed it under. There was a back pass to him, he lobbed it away, straight to Rebic, who volleyed it home. And Argentina's World Cup here is going from poor to very bad indeed. Croatia lead by a goal to 0.
I've got to say, Caballero's got to put his hands up. It's a mistake. He's trying to be clever and lifted over Rebic. But I've got to say, Jonathan, the finish is absolutely top draw. It's a back pass, there's no pressure. Rebic puts him under a little bit of pressure. He's trying to dink it over him. What a finish. Could have brought it down. A lot of players would have. Is its job. Focused on the ball. Volley. Over the top. What a great finish that was. And I went to a horrific mistake by the keeper, Caballero. What a top-class finish that is.
He watched it drop, Rebic, and he slammed the volley home. And the Argentine coach comes to the near touchline, sweaty, forlorn. And Caballero's head was in his hands. He knew straight away the back pass. He had time to get it away, and as Chris was saying, he just dug his toe down on it to dink it over the Croatian player, who finished it off magnificently for only his second goal for his country. His first since he made his debut against Liechtenstein in August 2013.
He didn't mess about this time. He just had a back pass and he's kicked it about 80 yards down the field. Higuain's on.
Well, they had to bring him on, although he's run out of goals for his country. Higuain
took Aguero off.
Wow.
I just don't get it.
Look at Aguero's face, Chris.
I would as well. I don't get it. Listen, play the two of them. Take Messi off. Play Messi in the hole. You've got wing backs.
You need goals, and you've taken off a man who scored in his last 4 games for you. Astonishing. And really, since the heady days of the World Cup 2010, when he scored 4 in 4,
he's in again.
Higuain hasn't really done it. Here comes Croatia's Perisic again into the box. None of the legs as he looked up. He had a man at the far post. Brilliantly done towards that far post. Mandzukic was there and he's plopped the header over via deflection. He's claimed the corner. I think he's got it.
There's Perisic. I just wonder if Perisic sometimes lacks a bit of confidence. He picks it up, gets caught between his feet, then he just digs across out from the byline. Unbelievable across the far post. Good defending, puts Mandzukic off.
Croatia are heading through if it stays like this. Half an hour away, a little bit more. Another Argentine substitution. Toto Salvio is the man who has gone off, and Christian Pavon, the winger from Boca Juniors, has come on. The man who was linked with a move to Arsenal in January. Came on for a quarter of an hour against Iceland. Rebic needs a bit of treatment out there for Croatia.
Goal again. What a great finish. I know Caballero's had a nightmare, but what a finish that is. That could have ended up anywhere. It was a hard skill out.
Caballero turned and smashed the turf with his goalkeeping gloves, and his coach just turned away in utter dismay. Rebic has been substituted by Croatia. This is sensible, I think. He scored his goal, but he has had his angry moments, he has had his caution, and he's been replaced by Kramaric. Andrej Kramaric has come on for him, and Croatia have this corner kick now on their left-hand side. Modric takes it, Caballero comes and punches it away, and it'll be launched long down the Croatian right, and away it goes for a throw-in then to Argentina. Croatia have a throw-in here, far side from us. They're left on the halfway line. Shouldn't have been. He's stolen 2 or 3 yards there. Strinic. You know, the writing was on the wall for Argentina. I think when there's a foul there by Mandzukic. He's got to watch it, Mandzukic. He's left a finger on Mesa. They played Spain in a friendly. Caballero waited so long to get into this, but he had a nightmare. Came off the bench, conceded 5. But their tactics were wrong that day. The way they tried to play here today, again, the tactics haven't come off for them. It's been a disjointed 2 years for Argentina.
You've got to play to your strengths, Jonathan, and he doesn't. That's why he's got that many problems. Doesn't know how to play 4, 3, 5 in midfield, 1 up front, 4-3-3. He doesn't know what he just can't work it out. He's got that many talented players going forward, so play to your strengths. Why is Dybala not playing?
Why wasn't Icardi in this squad?
There you go.
Serie A top scorer left out. They weren't helped by the injury to Romero. I don't think Willy Caballero will be a starting goalkeeper. But Sampaoli may well be out of a job before their plane leaves Russia. And it'll be leaving fairly soon on the evidence of this. A back pass to Tagliafico, got him under pressure. He simply squirted out of play for a Croatian throw. On the right-hand side, they are looking so confident. Ooh, are England as confident in the cricket? Here's Caballero coming over the 6-yard area to pick the ball up. Diego Maradona, we're seeing in the touchline, blinged up, loads of gold, loads of diamonds, but a perplexed look on his face.
I don't know what he's been eating, but it looks more like Diego Maradona kebab.
It's a throw to Croatia on their left. Going to be taken by Strinic. Here's Higuain, his first touch. Big, burly line leader. Did well, rolls it away towards the left-hand side. Acuna just crosses the halfway line. Side puts it back to Mascherano. Could this be his last ever World Cup performance? It was a sloppy ball away to the left, took a deflection.
To be fair, Jonathan, if you're calling up people like Mascherano to play centre mid as well, I can understand him playing a three at the back or in a back four, because he played a lot at Barcelona. I read the game well, but when he's actually playing as a centre midfield player and you're expecting him to get around the park, make tackles, it's probably 2-3 years too late for that.
Well, we could see at Barcelona earlier this season, his legs are gone really. That's why he went out to China, £5.5 million, but he played in 14 of their qualifiers. Now they've got a chance to run. Messi, 3 Croatian players around him. Did well. Messi did really well. Higuain back to goal. Can he release it to the right-hand side here now? And they get the cross in, looking for Messi on the edge of the 6-yard area. And it's cleared away.
How many times have you mentioned Messi tonight on a run like that? Not a lot. And that's what they need, Argentina. But they can't get the ball to him.
Pavon was the man with the low cross. Playing away on that right-hand side. Right wing. Savio was nominally the right wing back, but never really played there. Mascherano misjudged the pass, failed to control it, but managed to somehow get possession back again. Out to Acuna, left-hand touchline. He's gone beyond his man, and across comes Lovren. He's looked assured throughout, really. Throw for Argentina. They can't create anything with it. What will they do now? Mascherano back to Messi, edge of the D. Feints goes to his left-hand side, trying to take on another Croatian and another. Wriggles into the box. In the end, he was outnumbered, and Brozovic did well, and Croatia cleared away towards the halfway line. And I think when he has had the ball this season, at this competition, he has maybe tried to do a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's not getting a lot of help, so he's got to do it by himself, and that's where, every time you look at him, he looks, he just looks like he doesn't want to be here, let's be honest. There's too much on him. He's carrying this team, and I think it's just got to him. But you're playing against a midfield here who are probably, them 3 in midfield for Croatia, are probably, if you can argue, that they're the best 3 in this World Cup.
He's under Perez for Argentina, trailing Croatia by a goal to 0. It would be Croatia's second victory, and they would be through. And they have possession. Argentina have possession now. Perez with a run. Higuain's got in behind. Pulls it back, and it's missed somehow. And Messi couldn't stab it in because I think it's Rakitic who's gone down at the foot of his post to deny. And that's Argentina's best chance. It's come and gone.
Yeah, it is. Doing a little ball, pulls it back, and you've got to score. These are the chances. Look, it's a great pullback. Got to finish. It's got to go in the goal, and Rakitic does a brilliant job to put Messi off.
Messi arrived and couldn't get it home. Neither could Messi. In comes the corner kick, looking for Otamendi. Rose the highest, but headed it way over the bar.
And they've got nothing to lose, Argentina now. They might as well go for it. And if they're going to lose 2, they'll lose 2. But they should score from that last chance. I mean, it was a wonderful move. Higuain, Messi comes in, falls to Messi, but Rakitic just gets it away from Messi. And look at Maradona and everybody. Can't believe what they're seeing.
I cannot believe Aguero's not on the field of play. I know we've mentioned it before. But he's not there with, some 16 minutes to go.
Only 64 gone. It's 26 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, what did I say? 16. That's maths for you. Never was my strong point. Messi. Oh, that's his strong point. Being able to turn and play a wonderful ball away towards the right. Was Pavon caught there by Vida?
Oh, it's got to be a corner if it's not a free kick.
Well, you could see by the movement of the ball that Vida got something on it. Let's have a look from the replay.
Yeah, got it right. Good tackle. Very good tackle, plays it off him, and the referee got it right. He can whistle and boo, but he got it right.
Two centre-backs have been very sound. And again, Paroli is off on his travels, the Argentine coach, wandering around the technical area. And Sukic has gone down holding the back of his head. Otamendi came up.
I don't think that's a foul. I know Otamendi does jump in a lot, but I think he's just got up early and he's headed it. I don't think that was a foul at all.
Croatia, far side. Andre Kramaric throws it back to Rakitic, cuts a brilliant ball right across the penalty area to Vesaliko. In the middle of the post is Mandzukic. He finds the side netting, and it should have been 2.
Well, he's asking for a corner. I know the coach is saying to them, get back into shape, but great ball by Rakitic, wasn't it? Across the box. And it's a really well-worked chance and just hits the side net.
Defender did well putting him under pressure, Tagliafico, but it should have been 2. Argentina will be left with 1 point. Don't forget, Iceland play Nigeria tomorrow. If Iceland win that game, they will have 4 points. Argentina could match that. It'll then go to goal difference. They are teetering on the brink. Mascherano was fouled by Modric. It's a free kick here to Argentina.
66.5 minutes gone.
They failed to win their opening game of the World Cup tournament for the first time since losing to Cameroon in 1990. And there's a free kick as Acuna goes down writhing on the ground. It's Vesaliko who gets a yellow card.
Oh, it's in the replay here. He's not touched.
Seen too much of this in this game.
Oh, it's terrible.
They're having a word together, a little bit of a wry smile from Vesaliko, Atletico Madrid player. But he got him booked there. There's possession now, chunky midfield player for Argentina. Enzo Perez goes down. Now Modric is blocked off by Mascherano. Play on, Rakitic to the left-hand side, halfway line, 1-0 Argentina. Sinic
Offside.
forward, offside against Kramaric.
Modric still down.
Was it an innocent block by Mascherano? Was it quite cynical? Let's have another look. Cynical.
Yeah.
Took him out.
I had a feeling it was.
That's the shout from Chris Waddle, because he's seen a talented player come on the field of play. Paulo Dybala, creative, mercurial, yes, can be disappointing at times, but he's got such ability, and he's come on to replace Enzo Perez. Here's Lionel Messi. He's picking up the ball inside the centre circle, almost on the halfway line, desperate to influence the game. The referee influenced the game there because he got in the way of Christian Pavon. It's back inside the Argentine half again. Here's Dybala. Foul. Rakitic just tapped his ankle. Acknowledge to that fact.
He got a yellow in the first game.
Little early, just a little early one there.
Yeah, welcome to the game. One down, a little couple of studs down the back of the Achilles.
Sampaoli picked him in his first game, but he wasn't very good in that game. Dybala hasn't played for Argentina since November, but they haven't played many games. That's one of the things. Best scoring season, 26 goals in Serie A. Dybala, can he make the difference? Modric under pressure, got a fantastic ball away diagonally out to Kramaric on the far side. Kramaric pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area looking for Mandzukic, and it's just lifted away by Tagliafico. Appeals for handball against Mandzukic. And now it's lobbed away inside the Croatian half, far side from us. Strinic down the line. Kramaric Mercado goes across the meter. Kramaric drops his shoulder, goes inside Mascherano. Referee's playing, or Mascherano's left something in there on Kramaric, but not enough to see Kramaric riding like he was. He's up, he's walking, he's fine. He writhed, he rolled, he looked at the referee, he knew he wasn't getting anything, so he simply got up.
Well, this is a modern game, Jonathan, unfortunately, and the only people who can cut it out is FIFA, UEFA, your federation, your managers, your coaches.
Once again, it's let the World Cup down. It's 1-0 to Croatia. About 1-0. It would be the 11th in this tournament. There were 8 in the whole of World Cup 14.
There's 20 minutes left.
It's Teliafico. Back wide to it. Run by Pavon down the lanes. Comes to the left-hand side. Guided by Mandzukic. Goodness me, he's worked hard. Up front, right-hand side. He played on the right-hand side of the attack in one of the qualifiers. And he's wide for his club, of course. Now Mascherano to Mercado. Argentina trying to build slowly. 1-0 down. Messi lifts the ball into the box, looking for Higuain. Breaks away to Dybala. Bends the shot. Over the bar it goes. But at least it was an effort. At least it was positive.
He should have been playing from the start. He's got a great left foot. Makes space. You know, it's not. It would help Messi to play with somebody of that ability.
(1-0) to Croatia. Not far away now. They have 6 points. Argentina and Iceland 1, and Nigeria without a point. They play tomorrow. 5 live from the BBC at World Cup. FIFA 2018. Croatia lead against Argentina 1-0 in Nizhny Novgorod, where they used to make the submarine parts and the munitions parts in days gone by. It was closed to foreigners for years and years. And Mandzukic has bundled over Mascherano and ragdolled him and has the ball on the edge of the penalty. Looks for Rakitic. It wasn't a good pass, and though Kramaric chases off after it, gets in front of Caballero. Shouldn't have done. Argentina can't defend, they're all dithery. Here's Strinic left-hand side. He should have got anywhere near the ball, Kramaric. Eventually they got it away, and Strinic has left a foot in on Messi, who angrily pushes him away. He's bumped by Messi.
It is a foul, and then he falls on top of him.
Dybala made a difference, certainly. Steps inside Vida, and also Brozovic plays backward of square. Acuna whips in a left foot cross. Higuain's on the far side of the penalty area. I think Argentina need him out there. They need him in the box, but it's a throw in anyway. So Argentina go left. The Christian Pavon of Boca Juniors, who won the title this year. Looks for Acuna. Hasn't really done enough here. Didn't play in the first game. He's done well now on the left-hand touchline. Gets back in from Perisic. Across though, because he didn't look up. Didn't see where his strikers were. Was aimed far too long.
That is just a right foot swing at it, wasn't it? He got pushed back onto his right. He just thought, I'll put it in the boxes. No, it was overhit. It's gone out for a goal kick. Argentina fans now whistling. Look fed up. A bit like Messi does.
Well, they've gone really attacking Argentina. They've had to. Higuain on, Dybala on, Pavon on, but Aguero. Yes, you can understand Salvio and Perez going off, but Aguero going off. And when he went off so early in the second half, absolutely staggering. It's almost a resignation letter from the coach.
Well, yeah, well, it is. And it'll be interesting to see if they lose this game, which it looks like they will, what they'll do after this game. Never mind wait till the end of the tournament.
Rakitic with another poor ball by Otamendi, who's gone in, won it, but bumped into Rakitic, who stayed down. Croatia go towards the left-hand side. Kramaric running against his man. Mercado got squared up against the runner and blocked him off, and the referee's given nothing. Again, the Croatian player went down far too easily, and they have got Rakitic still down inside the centre circle, and the referee, who I think He's had a very difficult night. They've made it difficult for him, but he's been a little bit out of his depth. Here's Messi. Far side, between the penalty box and the far side. Cuts it back to Paulo Dybala. Has a look. Who's in support? Mascherano. Croatia calling the referee, who's with Argentina now on the attack, has finally stopped it to allow treatment for the Croatian player. Now, if he was going to stop it, he should have stopped it 20 seconds beforehand. And Mascherano's not helping things by going over to try and pick Rakitic up.
Well, it's up to the referee's discretion now. If he thought he's lying there, he's not moving, it's his decision. Now, the players can argue with each other. Now, we'll see what's happened. He's just basically got winded, if we look at it.
Yeah.
So, Argentina's probably thinking, well, it's a collision, he's all right, he's just winded. So they wanted to play on, but the referee made the decision to stop it.
But why stop it when he did? That's the perplexing thing. There's anger out there now. Messi pointing a finger at Mandzukic.
Yep.
There's bitterness, frustration in the Argentine camp. I thought it should have been a foul on Rakitic. It wasn't given.
Well, Rakitic is not. He's not normally a player who rolls around the ground, I've got to say. He's normally one who gets on with it.
They used 3 coaches in qualifying Argentina, 45 players, team never unchanged, not settled. This is a team that has been out of the group 11 of their last 12 World Cups.
It's one of the poorest Argentinian sides I've seen.
They have possession inside their own half. Tagliafico with it. Time is growing short for them now. Boomed up by Mercado down there. There's no quality on that pass at all. Simply launched. Dybala was wide on the right hand side, but he had no chance. It's a throw for Argentina. Mascherano back to the taker. Slipped to the centre circle. Otamendi brings it forward. 3-4 paces. Rolls a pass then to Tagliafico. Comes through to Acuna on the edge of the penalty area. Lovren steps out. Got a deflection. Perisic lobs it away for a throw. Pavon wants to take it. Gives it instead to Acuna. Here's Higuain. Lovely flick. Deftly done. Pavon on the chase. Taking on Lovren. Well-timed challenge. Corner ball.
Done well, Lovren, tonight, hasn't he? He's read the game well. He's had a couple of moments, I suppose, in the keeper mix-up, but he's read it very, very well. 12 minutes.
Croatia were warming up Kovacic, weren't they, a while back? He didn't come on, did he?
No, he didn't come on.
Here's Pavon. In comes the corner kick. Just glanced away inside that penalty area. Strinic got a touch on it. Back in the box it goes from Acuna. Here's Mandzukic again, diving to head it away to the right-hand touchline.
He's been excellent for the team, hasn't he? He works his socks off.
Do you know, he never complains with that role in Juventus. He gets on with it.
Yeah, he's
prefer play through the middle,
yeah.
but he has to play wider for his club.
Go on, run.
Here's Perisic to run Acuna, who parked his body between the opponent and the ball. Did well, was clipped by Perisic. And it's a free kick to Argentina.
He does the right thing though, he apologises, so that makes it, referee thinks, all right, he's a snack, so no yelling.
Javier Mascherano in possession for Argentina. Out to Dybala, left-hand touch on his Croatia, we'll see it. To the edge of the penalty area, lifts the cross too near Subasic.
One in the box though, Jonathan, there's one in the box.
Perisic. Up to Mandzukic, trying to draw a foul.
He was going to blow.
Well, Mandzukic looks at the referee and said, why didn't you blow? Otamendi was leaning on him. The reason Mandzukic plays wide for his club Juventus is because Higuain plays through the middle. Higuain was a substitute now for Argentina on 5 Live. 1-0 Croatia lead, they would be through. Here's Rakitic. Oh, brilliantly done. Oh, superbly done. Road 1 challenge. Flicked it away from Otamendi. Gets a return from Kramaric. This will be a brilliant goal. Drove it in low. Mercado slithered. Got something on it. Thought it might have been a hand, but it wasn't. Lovely move. Brilliant play by Rakitic. Here come Argentina, given away so cheaply. Krosovic. Kramaric away on that left-hand side. Mandzukic plodding through the middle. Argentina look weary. Here's Luka Modric. Dances one side, comes back to his right side. Brilliant shot, brilliant goal, brilliant player. Brilliant moment for Croatia. They're heading through. They lead Argentina by 2-0. He's a special player. That's a special goal.
Well, you just summed him up, really. I don't know what else I can say and add to that. He is a top draw. Their midfield is absolutely outstanding. And I'm looking at Messi, and he looks absolutely fed up. Get me off that pitch. And this performance by Croatia, all right, it's not been a classic, but when you've got three players in midfield, especially Modric and Rakitic, you've got a chance of winning any football match. That was just quality by Modric. Goes left, goes right, goes left again, and then he bends it around Caballero. Caballero could he done a bit better? 20 yards, 25 yards shot, but look at Modric, what a player. All-round midfield player.
He had work to do. He moved one way, cut back to his left, but rolled it to his right again.
I didn't see it. The goalie didn't see it. He's blocked off, look, by the defender. Look, he has to bend it round. Oh, what a... It's just inside the post. Keeper's unsighted, dives late, can't get near it. Fingertips maybe. Quality goal.
Well, he was a goal creator in their qualifying campaign. 18 chances he created. He's a goal taker here. One from the spot against Nigeria. Thunderbolt here that's left Argentina thunderstruck. Mascherano licks his lips and looks to the football heavens. At 34, this will be it for him. Lionel Messi turns 31 next week. Will it be the end of the road on the great stage for him? And well, they'll say if it goes on as it's going, it'll be Ronaldo's World Cup and Messi misfired on the big stage. But it's cruel to judge him on this because he has no team around him. He has possession now, and he rolls it back in towards Mascherano.
You've got 8 minutes left.
8 minutes to save your World Cup at 2-0 down.
Kovacevic is on for Perisic.
Well, they'd warmed him up for quite a while. They thought about making that change a while back to bring on the Real Madrid player, born in Austria. He's on now. The new Prosinecki, Kovacic. Another player, brilliant in the past. And it's headed away by the Croatian defence. A defence that's yet to concede. Argentina have it. Acuna slants the ball to Pavon. Pavon, one of the home-based players. Thought he'd won the throw. The referee says he has. Basalico is holding on to the ball. Here's Acuna. Dybala. It has to start their last game.
I think it's you know what it is, John, Argentina? It's a rebuilding process. They need new players. It's a bit like Italy. All right, they've turned up. They just qualified. But if you look at this side, yes, they've got some going forward. They've got some nice players. You've got technique, but midfield got nothing. The back's terrible. They need a goalkeeper. Wing backs if you're going to play 3. You're looking at about 7, 8 players. They're miles off it. How people have tipped these to win it. I know Lionel Messi's my eyes best player, but you can't carry this team. They're not good enough.
They've conceded a free kick on the far side. A few chances that have come their way, they've failed to take. In the story of qualification, in the story in recent months, is Kovacic and Sukic playing almost in the number 10 position, holding deep to Modric. Is Rakitic rolling away from Mascherano. He was fouled by Mascherano. Otamendi comes in, slams it against Rakitic, who's on the ground. The Croatian players know it was deliberate, and they're after Otamendi here. He gets a yellow card.
Good referee in that, you know. He pulls him away, gets yellow quick, so people stop pushing and arguing. Then maybe a few thought he should have had a red, but I think the referee's got that right.
But he knew what he was doing, Chris.
It's frustration, like a lot of the Argentinian players have been terrible, let's be honest.
Rakitic was fouled by Mascherano. He's on the ground.
That's terrible. That should be red.
And he slams it at Rakitic's head while Rakitic is on the ground.
I'll take that back. It wasn't a yellow red decision. That's a red. That is terrible, that.
Had his foot followed through an inch more, he would have kicked Rakitic in the head. Otamendi is yellow carded. He's had a brilliant season with Manchester City. All the City fans listening tonight will know that. They don't need me to tell you that. been absolutely sensational. Such an improved player under Pep Guardiola. But here, I'm afraid, for Argentina, he and the rest of his teammates have been found wanting, and they've conceded a free kick now.
It's a pity VAR can't look at things like that, because that's red.
They can.
They can?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's red.
If they think the referee's made a clear and obvious error and it was violent conduct, they can. But he hasn't. They haven't told him that he needs to check it. It would be a subjective decision. He'd have to look at the screen, and any second now he's going to blow his whistle. Will be underway again, and he won't go back to it. And Rakitic, who's been absolutely excellent, will take this free kick for Croatia. A bad defeat for Argentina could turn into a humiliating one. Rakitic with a free kick, thunders against the bar, and the header flies over from the substitute to Kramaric.
What a free kick that was. What is that, 20, nearly 30 yards, hasn't it? Oh, wow, goalie run. Wow, technique, the wall jumps, he gets it up and over. It's dipping all the time. It's going right in the top corner. Oh, would have went right in the top corner. Hits the bar and comes away.
Would have been one of the best free kick goals in this competition. Foul. There's a foul again. It's Acuna. Going to be a yellow. They're beginning to wrap them up now.
Yeah, and it's no good. They've got a game to go. They've still got a chance, depending on the result of the other game, obviously.
The Croatian fans are celebrating here, and we're seeing a picture of Sergio Aguero, who looks as if his world's coming to the end. He just looks crestfallen. Substituted early in the second half when they needed goals. It's a staggering decision. One of the worst, unless he's injured, which I don't believe he is from looking at him, because he looks so angry. It's one of the most staggering decisions in World Cup history.
Yep, go with that. Especially when you're chasing the game. You're taking off a top-class goal scorer.
Outrageous. Tomorrow on 5 Live, we have 3 games for you, kicking off with Brazil against Costa Rica. But don't forget, in this group, absolutely crucial, Iceland against Nigeria. Argentina will have to hope that's a draw. Really, Iceland win, go to 4 points. Can't see Argentina stay, eh?
And it goes to goal difference after that. If they beat Nigeria.
Nigeria capable of beating Iceland?
I go Iceland.
Wonderful support. All the supporters here, by the way, whatever nation they support, are doing the Iceland thunderclap thing, which is great to see.
Yep.
And here, and the supporters are here from all over the world in their fancy dress, and they're mingling together. All the scare horror stories we heard about beforehand. We've been welcomed wherever we've been.
That's gone off down here, by the way. There's something gone off with Mandzukic.
He's still having words
with Acuna.
It's Kramaric attacking the penalty area, breezes beyond Mercado, pulls it back, looks for Mandzukic, couldn't finish, hit Acuna, Modric follows up, drags the shot wide.
Kramaric, he's been excellent since he came on, hasn't he? Down that left-hand side, he's had a lot of time and space.
This was an Argentine dynasty set up with the under-20 World Cup winning side of 2005, again in 2007. A lot of the players have come through those under-20 teams, and they're coming to the end here. Otamendi, Mascherano, Messi, perhaps.
It's different, 20s, 18s, 17s. People develop so much from 19, 20 to 22, 23, and some don't even make the first team at international level.
They've been together a long way. They've covered a long, long road to Copa finals when they were beaten on penalties by Chile. World Cup final. Here's Mascherano, right foot, bending ball up towards Leo Messi. Tries to spin, nutmegs his man. Dybala arrives, goes beyond Vida, breezes beyond Lovren, and Vida got back in to block the shot. Great spirit in the Croatian camp.
Brilliant defending, absolutely brilliant. Dybala did ever so well, didn't he? Create space for himself. 4 minutes.
minutes of stoppage time. The cross is bent out, the corner kick, and it's lashed away by Kramaric again. He's off chasing after it. Willy Caballero, anything can happen in the next 10 seconds. Lobs it high, and out comes Lovren with the claim. Modric rolls forward. Will they go for goal? Kramaric into Rakitic. He's got support from Kovacic on that left-hand side. Rakitic plants a shot. Caballero, brilliant save. Comes back out of Kovacic to Rakitic. It's 3. Argentina simply stopped. They stopped because they know it's the end of time for them. Very, very nearly now. The end of an era, perhaps. But this could be an exciting era opening for Croatia. There are tears amongst Argentine fans who've travelled such a long way. And it's absolutely tears of delirium for Croatia. We have a VAR check for possible offside. But Croatia at the moment on the scoreboard are 3-0 up.
Well, I've got to say, games are won in certain departments. In Croatia's midfield are just top draw. And I know this is a bad Argentine side. But Rakitic, Modric in particular have been absolutely outstanding. And they just can't cope with him. They haven't got the legs. I can't see whether unless he shoots and he's offside. It's going to be tight, isn't it? We'll wait and see. I think he's given the goal, mate.
Well, Rakitic shot. It looked as if Kramaric was standing in offside position when he shot. It comes back off Caballero, and it's rolled then back into Rakitic's feet by Kovacic.
I think he's given it.
And he slots it beyond the defender on the line. Lionel Messi looks a tormented soul, baffled by what has happened here in the two games.
I think he'll retire from international football after this tournament. I do. I think the pressure is just too much on a player who is a world-class superstar, and he is. But he cannot carry this team. I'm sorry. They are not good enough for him to carry.
The goal is given. Croatia 3-0 up against Argentina with 90 seconds of stoppage time to go. And I would say we don't have to pick an official man of the match. Mr. Rakitic must be close in.
Modric, I would split it, give them one each. Absolutely top draw, them two. Absolutely brilliant. Watch out, look against his 100th cap.
He's on. Special moment for the former Tottenham player, Edrin Chorluka. 100 internationals and very popular in Russia. He's a Lokomotiv Moscow player, and he has a Matrushka doll's tattoo on his leg. It's a yellow card though.
Was it for Lovren? Was it?
It wasn't Chorluka, I think. We've seen too many yellow cards.
Come on for Mandzukic, didn't he?
He did.
So there's a yellow card. Definitely got it out of his pocket. I saw it. So we'll have to see on that.
It's a poor ball bent forward. Well, this is going to be trouble for the Argentine player because Subasic has dropped on it, collected it. I think he's made a meal. I think there was a little bit of contact as Tagliafico came forward. Let's see from the replay. He's got the goal. He's got it in his hands. Didn't need to make the challenge, but there's nothing in it.
Brozovic got yellow. He's been outstanding as well.
He misses the next game. Brozovic.
No, he didn't need that. Especially at the end of the game when you're cruising 3-0 up. You don't need it. They'll miss him.
But they're through. You want him to get the yellow card and get the suspension now out of the way in a meaningless third game, because they're through. They've won by 3-0. A sensational Croatia performance here. Rebic with the first, Modric with a brilliant second, and then Rakitic, the one that went to VAR and was quite rightly given. And Lionel Messi cuts a forlorn figure as he walks away. Argentina on the brink of elimination. They're not out. Croatia, Chris Waddle, very much through.
Croatia will take a massive load of confidence. They're already confident coming into the game, but they've been outstanding again. First half wasn't a classic. They've managed the game unbelievable. I do feel for Lionel Messi. I will think he'll retire when after that next. If they don't qualify for the next round, I think he'll call it a day. He cannot carry this side, and I'm not even going to say they're average. They're worse than that. And I really feel for him because he is a top-class player, and he must be so frustrated.
He's walked away down the tunnel, Mark, looking like someone who's looking like a young boy who's just heard they've cancelled Christmas and birthdays from now on with no reason, and he cannot understand it.